Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, armed with a fork this afternoon and low tide, we're walking down the beach. We're going to try and dig some bait. We're after rockworm, also known as worm, ragworm, white rag and logworm. I ain't going to be fussy what comes up. Primarily we want rockworm or worm. They're the hardest to dig. That's why I've got a pickaxe to dig in the rocks and a fork. It's very hard digging for these worms. Bait collection at its finest. Rockworm is in the name, they live in rocks. Absolute nightmare to dig, but it's the best bait around. I know that you get it in the Isle of Wight. I don't know if you guys get it on the south coast of England at all, or wherever else you are in the world. If you do, let us know in the comments. But I definitely know that they get it in the Isle of Wight, because a few boys met me in England when I went over to England on my first trip. It was a great turnout, and they showed me their bait, and they definitely had worm. So I know 100% you do get worm in the Isle of Wight. So let's get to it and let's show you how we dig this very hard worm. I'm going to start digging here. You can see it's very hard granite boulders. It's going to be very hard to dig. I don't know where I'm digging here, to be honest. You can see that the boys have dug around that rock there. They live in the crevices of the rock and in between rocks. They're very hard to dig. I'm going to start digging and see if we can find something. One ragworm, let's move. Okay everyone, let's give you a show of this. Now I have been hard at work, and as you can see I've removed these boulders from this hole. I've got a few bits of worm already. This is what worm looks like. Nice big worm, full of blood and juice. Very, very tough worm. And honestly, fish absolutely love it. Better than logworm, better than ragworm, better than white rag. It's just unbelievable bait. Full of juices, and this is what you got to be digging it in, as hence the name rockworm. Lots of broken rock here that I've dug out with my pickaxe. Now what I'm going to do is, because I've got a nice hole there now, because it's quite deep, those rocks that I've taken out, I'm going to start pulling this away. So you see all these big boulders, they look like solid rocks, but they're actually not. They've got lots of fractures in which the rockworm live in. So I'm going to start decimating this rock, breaking it up, getting in all the nooks and crevices, and hopefully we can get ourselves a few rockworm. There's a piece there, look. Got half of him. The other half running up there, going in the rock up there. The crevices that these can get in is unbelievable. You think, how the hell is there going to be worm in there? But there is. Now, what I do need really is a bailer, so I can bail out this water, and you'll find that they'll congregate in the water as well, which is why I'm just running my hand along the bottom, watching out for their pinchers, obviously. But don't take them long to bury themselves again. Nice piece there. Oh, I just dropped it. That's the head of one there. Check that out. Nice thick worm. It's just the head, that. Look at this one, full length. Unbelievable where they live. I don't want to splash the camera. Yeah. Yeah. You see all their trail marks. You see how they dig in? That's all its worms' trail mark. And they love living in these crevices. You can see the hole there. There'll be one in that rock there. So I'm going to try and break this away and see what we can do. There's a show of some of the worms we've had. It's started to rain now, so I'm starting to make my way back up to the car. Also, my fork snapped, so not very good. I've got no fork, I'm just with the pickaxe. So I'm going to probably head home, go and get my garden fork. I've got another one at home, and go and get some logworm just to top up this worm. We'll put the worm on the end of the hook and put mostly logworm. Next stop, Smash Fishing's logworm beds. We are now down Roos Bay. It's where Mr. Smash Fishing keeps his boat. He's actually down here at the moment, actually. There he is down there. Don't know what he's doing, sorting it out or just waiting for the tide to come up. But he's definitely, he looks like he's sat on the boat, so I think he's going to go out on it. We're going to be heading over to this side and just going to dig some logworm. As you've seen, that worm digging was very, very hard. So we're going to head down here. I know it's a bit easier to dig the logworm here. We should get a few. Get enough for a fishing session tonight. Now, later on tonight, I don't know where I'm going to be going, but we will be doing a little bit of fishing somewhere. I just want to say a big shout out to Fenix lights. They have sent me the new 27R, which is great for filming. I've been having a look at it. The way that you can dim the light is absolutely fantastic, so we'll be giving you a show of them. And I've also got the HP 35R that they've sent me. Now that head torch is bright, let me tell you. I can't wait to give it a go. I haven't used them yet at night, so it'd be great to test them out. So hope you stay with us and we'll give those a run through. Be good to see how well they do tonight in the fishing session. But till then, let's dig some logworm. And we're not getting big numbers, but they soon all add up. Very easy to dig. We're already into some nice logworm. Fantastic. Lovely logworm. Check that out. And a nice fatty. There's Mr. Smash Fishing. He's just waiting to get his boat out by the looks of it. You go and do the pots?
Gonna get some spider crabs.
How was it? Oh, just from the store pot?
Yeah, not gonna get out for a while, so I thought I'd bring them all in.
Nice.
I've only got an inkwell full, it's not loads.
Still money, mate.
Yeah. Got good old Inglorious to help me carry them up the beach.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Well, it looks like I've just had to give my services there. It don't look like I've got a choice. Needs hand with his spider crabs up. He knows I ain't gonna say no. I'll always help him out. He always helps me out. He's got the engine running. He's off out. Let's get some more logworm. We've got a nice little top of logworm there. As you can see, that tide is ripping up. We got here just in time, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get any. None whatsoever. Smashes in. He's got his boat full of crabs. The birds are picking. I'm going to have a quick little dig here, and then that's going to be it. Like I say, that tide is ripped up now. Don't take long over here. Smash has got his boat up. He's got his crabs. Fresh spiders. Oh, nice big spiders.
Yeah.
They're still nice size, them.
Yeah, last of the season. Getting them in dribs and drabs now.
There you go.
On to brown crab season, eh, mate?
Yeah. Right, I'm going to give Smash a hand. Well, that was a mission. It's only a small boat. Breathing out my hoop.
Thanks for the help, mate.
No worries. Right, gonna help him with the crabs and then we're going. Right, we're back at the car. Got the bait in the car. We're gonna head home for a couple of hours and then we're gonna go and do a little bit of shore fishing. Bring on the fish. Hi everyone, welcome back and thanks for staying on to the video. Before we get started into this lovely fishing session, I just want to say a big shout out to Fenix. They have kindly sent me this. The Fenix HP 35R and the CL 27R. Now this is going to absolutely change my fishing and my filming especially. This CL 27R, I've already got it out the pack and had a go a bit at home. It is absolutely amazing. For filming, I think it's going to just be an absolute game changer. I ain't going to get blinded in the eyes no more and I should be able to get the best possible light for fishing. So stay with us, we're going to be having a run through of this evening as it gets dark. It's Sunday the 8th. We've got a blood moon installed for us today apparently. Total eclipse blood moon between 7 and 8 PM. So we'll give us that a show. And then hopefully as we get into the evening, these are going to become one of their own. And it should dramatically improve the fishing. Well, not the fishing, but the filming of the fishing. So I can't wait, everyone. This, I've heard so much good things about this HP 35R. And this, I've just tried this for, honestly, this is a game changer. So let's get into it. I'm just setting up the rods. We're going to be using running ledgers today, but I'll give you a run through of that a little bit later on. Let's get baited up, get the weights on, and get them out there. So the first rod going out, everyone, you will all know if you watch the channel, but anybody that's new, I've got my Penn Squadron 2 surf rod. It's a 12-foot rod, 4 to 6 ounce. Fantastic for pretty much any beach or pier fishing here in the Channel Islands. So I'm using a running ledger rig, which consists of a bead to a zip slider to another bead. I'm using a 4 ounce bomb weight. Then all I use is a clip swivel And then on the end of the clip, obviously, I will have a trace made up of a 250-pound break and strain swivel, 2 foot in length. I've got some green and black beads just for attraction, and we're using a size 1/0 worm hook. Now the trace is 20-pound mono, and my main line is 25-pound mono as well. On the business end, we're using the Pen Fathom 2s. These reels are fantastic. This is the 1500 size SD. Now I'm going to get this out and hopefully we'll get into a few fish. So this rod that I'm using, everybody, believe it or not, it's 25 years old. 25 years old, and it's still as good as what it was when it came out the shop. It's an ugly stick beach caster. It's a 12-foot rod again. This is a 6 to 8 ounce cast and weight. I'm using a running ledger rig, exactly the same as the other rod. The only difference is instead of green and black beads, we've got orange and yellow beads, and I've also got a bright yellow pop-up bead on the bottom. So I'm going to blast this out. We're full of logworm. Let's see if we can get some fish. The first rod's out. We've had no nibbles yet. Hopefully that's going to change. Let's get into this fishing session. I can't wait. It's a beautiful evening. We've got 14-15 mile an hour westerly winds, and the wind is behind me, which is why it looks so calm. I bet you on the west coast of Guernsey it ain't going to look like that. We've got a 9-metre spring tide, which is at 7:30. We're currently at 6 o'clock. We've got both rods out. Vale Castle in the background here, and then you've got, this is our reclamation outside St Sampson's Harbour where my boat is, and that little island you can see just to the side of the reclamation, that is Herm. 3 miles away Herm is. Great little vacation place to go to. Here's the logworm. Bits of logworm. We've got some small bits of worm as well. That's a nice bit of worm. Can't beat the old worm. Look at the colour of it. Fantastic bit of bait that is. That rockworm is just fantastic. But I haven't got a lot of it. There's another piece there. Let's get these fish. Well, we've got bites, everyone. I've put crab on this. I had a little crab. It was very breamy. Might be a wrasse. Still there. What that is. Something's definitely going for it though. Still there. We'll give it a couple of minutes, see if it materialises. If not, we'll check the bait, get it back out there. So I brought it up and all the logworm were gone, and the only thing left was the crab. So I've put a bit more logworm on. We've also put a bit of worm. That was with a small dink just out, so I'm going to give it another small cast. See if we can get in that fish. So we appear to have our first fish on. I don't know what this is. Small bream, some sort. Oh, look at that. A lovely small Cooch's red bream. Now this is probably what I'm getting for bites. I've had loads of bites, I just can't hook up, so I put a really small hook on, straight into a little Cooch's bream. Check that out. What a beauty that looks. Now these are ferocious little fish. As soon as you touch them, straight for the nose. Oh, now that is a magnificent looking fish. The Cooch's bream. You tell it's a Cooch's bream. He's got a small blue band right on the cross of his nose there, where giltheads have gold, and also up near the dorsal fin here, there's a thin blue line. It's a juvenile, so you can't really see the blue on him, but I can see it up close. So I'm going to get this one back, see if we can get some more. Hopefully one 10 times bigger. Great little start. So I've just chucked that same rod out with a little bit of logworm on, and we're straight into our second fish, a black bream. It's literally out 10 seconds. Beauty. Not a specimen, but still a lovely little black bream. I'm going to get him off the hook and give you a better show. It's a fine, fine, fine little black bream there. I apologise for any water on the camera. I'll give that a wipe in a second. But a lovely black bream. I'm going to get him back. Species number 2. We want them bigger than that though. Let's keep going. I think the fish are definitely coming on the feed now. It shouldn't take long for that rod to go. I'm actually going to leave the camera on just so you can see. I chucked it down last time. Within seconds it was going. I'm going to get this second rod out. I'll bring you back once they start going. Well, I just have one rod going, the other rod's going now. It's just non-stop bites now. It's a shame they're not big fish. Before it gets too dark, let's start getting into these. First of all, let's talk about the CL27R. Again, I want to thank Fenix for sending me this. This is really, really going to boost my fishing. So, on this light right here, it will do a warm light and a cool light. So it will do a yellowy light and a blue light. You can also adjust how bright you have it with a turn dial. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's also got a red light and a red flashing light also. The highest output is 1600 lumens and it's got a run time of 285 hours. So it's a 5000 mAh battery included with it, and it's fantastic. Impact resistant up to 1.5 meters and a waterproof IP rating of 66. So you can't get much better than that. Absolute beauty. Now we unbox it. I undone it from the bottom last time. I've got the rods out. You're greeted by this. So this is the Fenix light itself. Now this also has a tripod mount on it, which is this screw here on the handle. That way you can screw it into a tripod, and I've actually got a tripod set up. Let's give you a show of that. There's my tripod. And what I've done is I've screwed a bit of thread into my phone mount, and then what happens is that screws into there. This is also magnetic, if you can see. So it's magnetic. You can stick it on your car, stick it on your van while you're fishing, you name it. And all you do, screw it in. Obviously I'm not going to do it all up because I want to show you it, but that's where it's going to fit on the mount. Fantastic. And that's all it is. Just a little handheld light like this. Now to turn it on, it's just a turn dial, and as you can see, you can go brighter or you can go dimmer. And then as you'll see, I can also change the colour. See how it's turned into a cool light? You can have cool, like a bluey light, a white light, or a yellow light. Just fantastic for filming. Just enables you to get the perfect picture, especially if you're live streaming stuff like that. I've always struggled with headlights where they're blinding me that I use for lights and stuff, and it's just never been good. But this is a game changer for me. Hit the button, you've got 3 different settings of lights also. You can have both. You can have the flood, or you can have the spot, or you can have both of them on. Now this is a fantastic bit of kit. Honestly, if you're a YouTuber, I recommend you to get this light. It will certainly change the way that you film, and that's only a good thing. So I'm not going to run through too much of that. That's pretty much the basics of it. It's amazing. It is amazing. Now it comes with a manual, your warranty card. You also get your USB-C charger, and then you also get a spare lens, and you also get a spare O-ring, just for maintenance, I presume. Hopefully we won't need to use any of that. Now what I'll do is I'll unbox the HP35R, Let's give you a show of that. So Fenix have also sent me the HP 35R with a maximum of 4,000 lumens and a beam distance of 450 meters. This, I've known 2 people that have got this head torch. This thing lights up like it's daylight. If you're a fisherman and you're clambering over rocks and stuff like that, this is the head torch that you want. Simply just because of how bright it is. It's just for safety aspects and just for filming and seeing things. It's just great, absolutely great. It's like a search and rescue head torch, really. It's powered by 2 21,700 batteries, 5,000 mAh each. It's got an ultra long run time of 500 hours. And Shane from Fishing Dorset Live also told me, I haven't actually looked up about this too much yet, that the head torch will actually dull when you face someone else with a head torch, so you don't blind them. That's fantastic. So I'm going to open the box, let's get into it. So as we take the cover off, that is what we agreed to buy. This is your battery pack, your head torch, you got your warranty cards. Let's get it out and have a closer look. Boxed beautifully, I might add. Nice and professional. There we go. And that's your battery pack, and your battery pack just clips to the back of your head torch there. You've got a nice clip that can clip onto. So I take it that clips onto there like that. I haven't actually got this one out yet, so slide that up. And I think we put that one in there. These are just cable holders that are on the head torch. I'm just adjusting them right now. I'll give you a show of them also. So as you can see, these are cable adjusters. You also got a secondary one there. So this is just to strap your cable down. It's also got a quick connection here, so you can disconnect the battery, which is quite handy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that down quite a way. And I'm going to want the other one about there. Get that into there. And I haven't adjusted this yet, so you have to bear with me. We'll take the tag off. There we go. Take the shades off, I suppose, the sunnies. I'll tell you what, it's not a bad fit to say that it's just come on. We might have to do a bit of slight minor adjustment. Now what you have here is you have 1 setting, 2 settings, 3 settings. So you either have flood again, floodlight, spotlight, or both. It's that simple. Very quick, very easy. Now you've got a turn knob to turn through these settings here, but what you also have is a button on the side. So as you press that button, you can see it adjusts your settings. So on the main one you have low, medium, high and turbo, I presume. Then when you turn it to the next setting, low, medium, high, turbo, and then again medium, high, turbo. And as you can see, that is extremely bright. Oh, we got bites. We got bites. We had a couple of knocks then on this near side rod, so I'm sorry that we were rudely interrupted. Also, the back of this head torch, I believe it can be a power supply. So there's a USB port there, a Type C one, and I think you can actually charge your mobile phone, stuff like that, if you have to. Fantastic bit of kit. I love that it's got quick release and how bright the lenses are, and the amount of lumens that actually get pumped out of this, and the distance. We'll give you a show through this when it becomes night time. Hopefully we're going to see that blood moon. Like I said earlier, we're in a good spot to see it, so hopefully should have the right conditions to see that, but you never know here. There's normally a force field protecting us from all the good stuff like that, but yeah, very impressed. Thank you very much, Fenix Light. I really do appreciate it. If you would like any of the products that I've showed you today, I'll put a link in the description sending you to Fenix where you can purchase these. I know this ain't cheap. This is quite expensive. This, I think this is about 250 quid, I think. But the filming light is £95, so that's definitely worth getting, and it's not too expensive, that, if I'm to be honest. For the amount that it will do for your filming, it's well worth getting. Anyway, I'll leave the product link, as I said. Let's get into some more fish. So we are now 7:30. We are at the top of the tide, everyone. 9 metre spring tide. Night is fading. Hopefully some red mullet come out to play. It'd be nice to get a good red mullet. That's why I've been saving the worm, just waiting for that darkness to appear. And hopefully save the worm till then, and that'll bring out the big fish. I've just cast that one out. We got bites already. Bring you back if we get him. So into our third fish. Another black bream there. They're absolutely tiny. It's not even worth fishing for these, but I'm still going to stay here, persist. Hopefully we get something bigger. Third black bream though. Beauty. I don't know if you can see it just above Herm. You can see that moon there. Oh, we've got a good bite on that. Just had a good bite on this rod, everyone. A really good bite. It don't look like a blob moon. There is a bit of red, but there seems to be a little bit of cloud cover blocking that moon. So we got our third species. Small red bream.
Ah, you know, I lived around here all my life. I've never fished around here. It's over there.
Oh, what?
Where the blokes are over there. I fished most of my life. I can't see the moon, but I don't think I see much now.
No, it was eclipsed before, but it was right down when it was eclipsed.
Yeah, I've seen it before. Oh well, I can go back and have a cup of tea. Well, good luck anyway.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, boy. Okay.
Oh, we have another fish on. I'm feeling this is going to be a black bream. Might be the biggest of the night yet. Yeah, that's the biggest of the night so far. Lovely black bream. Hook straight in the side, the scissors. It's beautiful black bream. Let's get him back. Get some more bait on. We're another red bream down. Tide is starting to go out now. We're about 9 o'clock. It might even be later than that. Lovely red bream, full of beans. We're going to get him back. Not no big fish tonight. So everyone, I've packed the rods up, doing my head in. The fishing has just dropped right off as that tide was dropping out. So not very good whatsoever. So I've packed up the rods. I'm going to start making my way home. I want to say a big shout out to Fenix for the head torch and also the light that's on me right now for filming. Fantastic bit of kit. As I said, I'll leave the product link in the description, and I hope to catch you next time, guys. Sorry there weren't much better fish. We've had 2 black bream, 2 red bream and 1 Cooch's bream. Not the best, but not the worst. At least we had something. Catch you next time. Ciao.